Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Ethereum deep analysis price prediction. Of course, for the next weeks and months that we're gonna see for Ethereum, the most possible scenarios and the lowest one. So starting here on the all-time history, as you know, we have of course an impulse towards the upside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have finished a wave 1 potentially or a wave A, and we're looking to a deep correction for Ethereum. Potentially, of course, as basic Elliott wave, you would like to seek for a wave C in a regular flat, 1-to-1 fib level, 1.05 in a wave C, but the problem with it is, of course, that it is very, very deep in price for Ethereum, knowing that the all-time high is 5,000 to the 750 is a little bit psychologically far. Therefore, of course, there are multiple scenarios that it might unfold rather than this one, which is currently a low scenario. The next scenario that I'm gonna show, the scenarios that I'm gonna show actually are gonna reveal exactly what's going on in Ethereum. So we're gonna start with the first one where we potentially have the highest scenario here, highest possibility in a triangle where you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finishing wave A potentially rather than finishing a wave 1, and you are currently into a triangle looking for higher prices in a wave C. In this triangle, you are looking here exactly at an A B, potentially wave C not finished yet, and D and an E, of course, to be unfolding a wave C toward the upside after finishing, of course, this wave B. A wave B and not a wave 1, 2, because, of course, as you know, a triangle cannot be a wave 2. It's not allowed in Elliott wave theory. Therefore, it shifts directly the chart here to be, of course, in a zigzag for a wave B in a triangle sideways. Now, another possible scenario, which is also has a kind of like possibility, is the double 1, 2, where we have potentially even here like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finishing wave 1 here rather than just wave 1 here. Actually, you got a double 1, 2 with it. And currently, you're looking at the blue scenario here with a 1, 2, and you're looking at a wave 2 for the blue scenario. Meaning this wave 2 can be a W, X, and a Y in 3-wave corrective, 3 waves up ABC, and you're looking here at W, X, Y, or potentially, of course, a ABC as an expanding flat hitting between the 1.38, 1.23, potentially as well for a wave Y. However, we're gonna see, of course, the difference between both of them and which one has highest possibility. Basically, the lowest one is, of course, the basic one, and normally because, yeah, just because of the price. Yeah, as we mentioned, where we have, of course, ABC is very, very low, and knowing that you would like to be impulsive here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, this leg here has, of course, transformed at the end with the wave 5 rather than finishing a wave 5 impulsively. It has turned to corrective wave, and this, of course, opening a several scenarios as well, rather than just being impulsive, opening a scenario to be something else, corrective and sideways potentially, and then moving toward the upside for the other scenarios that we saw before. And we're gonna see, of course, much more closer on the daily here, how these scenarios are going to unfold and what are the possibilities. So the first possibility in a lower time frame here is, of course, for the triangle, which is the highest possibility here, as you can see, where you might have finished a W, X, and a Y here. W, X, and a Y. And that because, of course, if you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, this wave 5 cannot be, of course, an impulse. And that because you have here, of course, a 1, 2, and another 1, 2 again. And yeah, it did not finish an impulse yet. Otherwise, it is opening a big bearish scenario toward the downside with several 1-2s, which is, yeah, your wave 5 might be very, very extended after 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very extended wave 5 with double 1-2s. Is that possible? Well, it is a possibility at the end. We cannot ignore it. And for this possibility, I would show you, of course, on the 4-hour chart how it might unfold. So it might unfold, of course, in this scenario where you have several 1, 2. You start with the magenta one with the pink, orange, 3, 4, and a 5. You're looking for a wave 5 in the orange. The orange wave 5 is 1 2 1 2, and that because of course you cannot finish an impulse here 1 2 3 4 5 invalidation. If you have a leading ending diagonals, is of course longer than the wave 2, and of course invalidation, meaning the only possible scenario to finish a wave 5 is double 1 2s here. Looking for 3 4 5 4 5 and even 4 5, very deep scenario. Now of course it is a possibility, guys, and if I want to show you in a bigger view what is the confluence of this with which scenario in the daily can apply for it, is definitely the following scenario, which is the lowest. Here we go. So if we are in the lowest scenario, I mean possibility, which is an ABC regular flat, and you're seeking for a wave C in 1-to-1 fib level, you're looking for such an impulse toward the downside, right? After an A, B, and a C, and this of course might unfold it. Yeah, so it is therefore it is still a possibility there, of course, to finish this A, B, and a C, of course, with that kind of impulse. Is it the scenario? Well, we're gonna see, of course, the reaction here is gonna tell us the answer of the price. And the other scenario, as we said, this one, which is W, X, and a Y, potentially on the 4-hour chart again. For this scenario, we're looking here for a W, 3 waves down, and then you're looking for an X very choppy, which is very typical wave X, and you're looking for 3 waves down here for an A and 1 wave B toward the upside, and then of course 1-to-1 fib level for an A, B, and a C to finish a big W, X, and a Y. And this would be much more possible because if you take a look at the waves here between W and the Y, they are matching together. They look like much more closer to each other's, and the X is the intruder here, right? So as usual, typical wave X. Therefore, this is of course a higher potential scenario that it might happen here. And of course, we are seeking currently a little bit higher for a wave B, definitely, of course, to finish an A, B, and a C, right? In this case scenario, we potentially, for example, see a wave B in a regular flat, potentially in the following here scenario, where we might find, of course, this wave B between the 0.5, 0.618, actually. This is the best scenario that we can get for a wave B between those fib level. Now it can even reach the 0.786, even possible. This area, very nice blue box, of course, for a wave B in a regular flat. So basically, I'm looking a little bit for higher in this scenario, and then moving down, of course, for a 1-to-1 fib level to finish WXY. Yeah, WX and a Y. And if we want to see the confluence, the beautiful confluence, and how much the scenarios becomes very close here on the daily, I'm gonna show you exactly what it happens when we have this scenario. If we match it with a triangle, look how much beautiful it is with a triangle. Meaning if we have a triangle A, B, C, D, and an E, this will complete a perfect wave C here, and moving higher for wave D and an E later on. Yeah, so that is very close. And much more possible even that this scenario might happen, this one in the lower time frame, is that it brings us even much closer as well to the double 1-2 scenario, where you have, of course, double 1-2, 1-2, and then you're looking for 1-2 in the blue scenario. Your wave 2 is WX and a Y. Look at the beautiful confluence between, of course, the blue box of the wave Y, which is between, of course, extended wave Y 1.23, 1.38, that it might extend here. And you have the 1-to-1 fib level taken from the ABC to finish, of course, this WX and Y. How much great this would be, of course, if we finish as well WXY, moving, of course, directly for an impulse toward the upside for a wave 3. Yeah, this might unfold a direct bull run, of course, for a wave 3, and then 4 and a 5 to finish, of course, a wave 3 in the yellow, and then 4 and a 5, even higher prices. Meaning, of course, as higher possibility right now is in a bigger time frame is, of course, going for this one or the triangle, which is even much higher. The triangle has highest possibility, yeah, as a triangle, and then comes after it is this a double 1-2 potentially as WXY moving for higher. In the lower time frame, of course, the highest possibility right now is, of course, for this scenario that we just saw, of course, with this WX and a Y finishing a structure ABC here at 1-to-1 fib level and moving further toward the upside. Lowest possibility is, of course, this scenario, which is very, very bearish and very impulsive toward the downside. You're seeking for a wave 3, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5 here to finish a major ABC, as we saw, of course, on the daily, which is the lowest scenario, meaning this in the lower time frame is the lowest, bringing us, of course, as well to the lowest scenario, which is this one, in a big time frame, which is very basic, I know, 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and continuation impulsively. However, the price, the psychology here is against it, and of course the insane wave 5 that it might unfold here for 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Such a wave 5 is insanely, incredibly far from this scenario. Yeah, so basically we're gonna watch and see what's gonna happen. Basically, I'm looking for a little bit higher here price for Ethereum, and then of course moving for the final structure to finish a wave D here, or ABC, sorry, for a triangle, and moving to the wave D, of course, after that potential wave E and continuation towards the upside. That was it for Ethereum deep analysis. I hope that you like it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.